And I am live. So I had actually gone into the wrong to the wrong one today. Well done me. I hadn't paid proper attention. So yeah, things like that happen from time to time. So the question today is trademark, where to start? That's a really good question. Let me just write the comment that I normally have on here. It's just do say hello when you join me. If I hadn't been in the wrong room, I would have done that before. Anyway, the trick is not to let these things flap us, because if we get flapped by that, then we can't go anywhere in life. Because life is always the things that happen when we least expect it. And I had got into the wrong broadcast. Oh, I can only thank myself for that. But anyway, it made me giggle or laugh a little bit. So with regard to trademarks, a place that you could start is right here. This is the book that I've written about all the intellectual property. And of course, it has information about trademarks in it. Let's see what I have written. If you have any comments, do type them below. I always like to answer questions when I am live. If you have anything that's relevant to today's broadcast. If you have any questions, you can also type those below, questions that you want me to address in one of my lives. So I have now found the page where I start writing about trade and service marks and or brands. The point of a trademark or a service mark though, be careful with that, because it's only in America that they talk about service marks. In America, they distinguish between trademark and service mark. We don't do that, to my knowledge, anywhere else. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. If any of my colleagues are watching this and you have different information to me, feel free to let me know. Thank you. So the point of a trademark is to allow your business to be distinguished from that of all the others by the consumers. You may well ask if anything can be converted into a trademark, and the short answer is no. Nor should anything be registered as a trademark. And when I wrote that, I meant not everything can or should be registered as a trademark, because if that was the case, you and I would not be able to have a normal conversation, which would be a little bit of a pain in the behind, because we want to be able to talk to each other. Let me just get a little glass of water. Or a sip of water, maybe. And normal conversation is important, you know. So there are many different kinds of trademarks. And those of you who know me will know that I've mentioned this like so many times. So the traditional ones: word marks, figurative marks, shape marks, precision marks, pattern brand, color marks, and they come in two variations: the single color and the color combination. Then there's the unconventional ones, which is the sound mark, movement mark, multimedia marks, hologram marks, and some other ones. There is one scent mark or one company that has obtained a scent mark, and that is Chanel. My cat is wanting to talk to me, so let's see if she wants to come up and join us, as she sometimes does. Come on, come on, up you come. There she is. There she is. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling. Come on. Hi. You are putting together a 3-month coaching program. Ooh, that's a really, really, really good question. So the thing is, you can actually take out a trademark that will protect not just your poach. Oh, sorry, I'm really sorry, poaching. I meant coaching program. I'll put my teeth back in again. Sorry about that. So yeah, thank you for your question, by the way. I so appreciate that. That is so nice. So what you would do is that you would find a trademark that you can use not just for your coaching program, you can also use it for other things in your business. I mean, you can, of course, have more than one trademark. I've got two, you know. So it's just a question of getting help with that. And that is one of the services I offer to people. I don't know if you're aware of that. Thank you so much for your question. I'm not mentioning your name for privacy reasons, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to, you can contact me and I can give you the link to my calendar if you're interested in that. Do let me know. So there are a few different categories of EU marks. There's the individual mark, already available, classical marks for one particular business. Then there's the collective marks, and this is already available as well. And these are usually defined as signs which distinguish not only the geographical origin, material, or mode of manufacture, they also distinguish other common characteristics of goods or services in different enterprising. Blech. I'll put my teeth back in again today. Don't know what's going on. Different enterprises using the collective mark. One example of that is Woolmark. You may have seen that on wool clothings. Oh, good. You would like the link to my calendar. Okay, I'll pop it in straight away because I've got it right here. There you go. I shall pop it in on LinkedIn as well because you might not, you can't click this and I'm not on LinkedIn at the moment. I can tell that you're from LinkedIn. Thank you so much. So yeah, I shall also pop this onto LinkedIn after I have finished and wrapped this up. So the owners may be a variety of establishments. This is the collective mark again that I'm going back to, such as SMEs. An SME refers to the size of a business or an enterprise. It literally, my tongue is playing up today. Happy Tuesday, lovely people. It literally means small and medium-sized enterprises. An association of which those enterprises are members, or any other entity, including a public institution or even a corporation. Collective marks may represent useful instruments for SMEs in assisting them to overcome some of the challenges associated with small size and isolation in the marketplace. Right. You want me to message you? Yes, of course, I can do that. That is not a problem. You can't see the link. You can't see it on the stream because I've put it up as a comment, but you can't click on it. I get that. So I'll get it across to you one way or another. Don't worry about that. And thank you so much for your request. I really appreciate that. So there are also certification marks, and these are already available as well. This is to be used for goods or services that are certified by the owner of the mark. Oh, sorry, I I mentioned Woolmark under collective marks. It's actually under certification marks. Sorry. Yeah. So the definition of a certification mark is the certification mark indicates that the goods and services that carry the mark live up to a certain given standard and are also subject to control specified by the owner of the mark. Certification marks are usually given for compliance with well-defined standards, as mentioned above, but are not confined to any kind of membership. That's a big difference, and that's really important to know. They may be used by anybody who can certify their products involved meet with the standards established. And a very famous certification mark is Woolmark. Sorry about that from before. Which certifies that the goods on which it is placed is made of 100% wool. Now we know. Certification marks may be used in conjunction with the individual trademark of the producer. So that means that there are actually two different marks. And as I always say, the more intellectual property you've got, the stronger shield of protection, like the shield you've got. And they all go hand in hand. So why not? The label used as a certification mark will be evidence that the company's products meet the specific standards required for the use of the certification mark. And then there are trademarks and... Take some more water. Here we go. And I'm popping my teeth back in again. Or my tongue. Maybe it's my tongue that's playing up today. So this is all from my book. You can control your own copyright, trademark, and more. And you can find that on my website. And here is the my link tree, where you can find all of my different links. There we go. I'll pop that up on the screen as well. I don't know if you can see that, but that's one way to find my book. It is on that. So the trademarks in general: product names, jingles or sound marks, 3D marks, figurative marks, logos, geographic denominators or indicators, word mark, or a combination of any of these can be part of a trademark. In certain instances, even a color can be part of a trademark. Think of the red sole of a Christian Louboutin shoe, or the particular color of purple that we connect with Cadbury chocolate, or the green and yellow of John Deere, or even that particular burnt yellow of the French Veuve Clicquot, which is a champagne. I have more on color marks if you want to know more about color marks. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to keep reading this because that gets really boring. But I just want to thank you so much for your question earlier. That was so much appreciated. And I will definitely be sure to get you the link directly, because I can find you when I go back to LinkedIn. As it is right now, I'm sat in a back office. Anyway, thank you so much for your precious time. I am going to wrap this up unless you have any more questions for me. I'll just let you get time to type your questions in if you have any. Yeah, my book is a good place to start to learn about trademarks. There's trademarks, there's copyrights, there's design rights and stuff like that in here. So it's a really good place to start, and it's not that expensive. I think it's £37. So it's a cheap way to start, and that way you can also find out if you like my style or not. Anyway, there are no further questions, so I've been waffling for a little bit more than 15 minutes. Thank you so much for your precious time. I shall see you next Tuesday, and hopefully I will not go into the wrong room by then. Have a fantastic day, lovelies. Bye for now.